Hello everyone, JRDeal96 here with a brand new reaction. As you can tell by the title, it's another Jacksepticeye video, and this one I've been very hesitant on reacting to because it's on a different channel and, not a channel that I've reacted to in the past. Obviously I've already reacted to videos from Wired when it came to Mark and Sean doing those videos on there. So I've been very hesitant on this because of the fact that I feel like I might get this video might be blocked across the platform for copyright reasons. But I've seen somebody react to, I guess, Nicolas Cage answering fan questions on the same channel, and that video is fine. No copyright was detected, it doesn't look like. So I will take the chance, take the risk, and see what Jacksepticeye, the 10 things that Jacksepticeye can't live without. So let's find out. So without further ado, let's react to this video, shall we?
Good God, I swear I'm not as cool as some other people. I know some people get on, they're like, I have a guitar that I bring everywhere. I bring my dog. I don't have any of that stuff. I have a pen. I have an inhaler. I live my life.
You gotta have to live your life.
Hey, what's up, GQ? I'm Jacksepticeye, and these are my essentials.
My essentials.
This is throat coat tea, or as I like to call it, the throat goat. That's what they call me.
Crickets.
Yeah, he got it. I got put on this from, I did a tour with the Game Grumps. Was it 2017, maybe? And I had never heard of it before, but to kind of like keep your voice nice. Supports throat health. So it kind of like coats your throat, as it's called. Keeps your voice nice if you're talking all the time. But especially when traveling, because when I travel I tend to get sick. You Americans love your air conditioning, and it's dry everywhere. How most of you don't have a sore throat all the time, I don't know. Every time I come here, I wake up and it feels like I swallowed glass.
The inhaler. Well, it's obviously because he has asthma.
This is my my Ventolin, 100 micrograms, salbutamol sulfate. Yeah, shout out illness.
No,
I
Christ.
have asthma, so I have an inhaler with me all the time. I also have like a steroid one that I take during the winter, because the winter months are hard on us little baby lungs. So I have this one that I take like all the time. When I was a kid, I used to take this twice in the morning, twice at night, and then a brown inhaler. I don't know what was in it. I turned 18 and they were like, you weren't supposed to be taking that much. And I was like, oh. And they were like, yeah, you don't really have asthma anymore. And I was like, I did it. I beat the system.
But then it came back.
Years ago, I started getting wheezy again because I guess I'm getting on in years. The wheels are coming off. So
the wheels are starting to turn. Come off the track. My mom deals with asthma, so...
That's it.
A book? A notebook?
Ooh. My trusty... I always call them moleskin, but it has an E at the end, so is it Moleskine? They're just weird. They're European. This is my notepad, or one of many, that I bring with me. Every now and then I'll get an idea for something. If
like
it's a video or...
character.
I'm trying to do stuff with this like whole universe of characters that I'm doing. And
yes.
I like having a notepad
I figured.
with me to write stuff down. Because
like
I
write
could
ideas down.
do it on my laptop, but I don't like doing that. I like writing it out. I like having like a pen and paper, because I feel like it like gets in my brain more, or I like work it out more that way. If I'm writing it on my laptop, I tend to forget about it, and I hate having a messy desktop, so it just gets shoved away in a folder somewhere. So I like having a notepad to write ideas down. At the start of this one has like, if I did a new tour, what would it look like? And it's like every time I have any sort of idea, I just pop out my pen and my notepad and I write it down. And more often than not, they never come to fruition. But I just like having a notepad. I every time I go to a store, like a stationery store, I'm like, I want to get a notepad. I have nothing to write in it, and I have like 5 at home that aren't even filled yet, but I like having it. I also write like games into this. If somebody gives me a recommendation, I'll write down
suggestions for games to play.
Like write out why I should play it and things like that. So I don't know. I'm a very disorganized person normally, but this is like some semblance of organization in it somewhere.
A MacBook, a laptop.
This is my laptop, which is a
MacBook.
New MacBook Air.
MacBook Air.
M something. I don't know. I bought it new and I really like it because I used to have an old one that was much bigger and bulkier, and because I travel so much, I always need something to just do work. I do thumbnails on this, I edit videos, I get stuff ready for my content, and sometimes I just watch movies on it, or shows. So I bring this everywhere with me whenever I travel, and I love how small it is, because now it's tiny and it's really light. And the one I had before was stronger, but it was so bulky that I hated carrying it. It gave me a headache every time I put it in my bag. So this one is tiny and I love
Light.
it. I could just sit here, and my videos are actually up on it right now. You can see my whole channel ready to go because I needed to get videos ready for today. So I was using it this morning.
Headphones, AirPod Max. Those
these are my
$600 Apple AirPods.
I really like these because the noise cancellation on them is really good. I used to have a set of Sony headphones that I used all the time, but their new ones are not as comfy, and I wanted to try these out. And these have probably the best sound for any of the headphones that I've tried, like Bluetooth travel headphones. Because we're on the airplane a lot and we're traveling quite a bit, I like having headphones that have noise cancelling in them, but they're quite heavy. So they're not really for everybody, but they are some of the comfier ones that I've used. People in the headphone space.
I've been thinking about maybe getting that one day, but I'm not sure yet.
So I'm sorry. I'm sorry if there's better ones out there that I haven't used. This is all I know. It's either I'm listening to stuff on my computer or my phone if I'm watching a TV show or a movie, or
editing.
I listen to some podcasts, but sometimes music. On the way here this time, I was re-listening to Linkin Park's Hybrid Theory and Meteora because I got the 20th anniversary edition, the like $200 one, and I was so hyped about that, and it came with all the vinyls and the discs and the artwork and everything, and I was like, well, I can't listen to that on the plane. So I was listening to those albums again, and it brought me back to my childhood.
His phone, well, that's everybody, including me.
This is just like a whole ad for Apple at this point. Look,
Yeah.
it's a
MacBook,
convenient
the AirPod Max, and now the
works
iPhone.
This is my phone, the iPhone 14 Pro.
I got the
guess this
13
one
mini.
is. And there's someone at my door. My Ring doorbell is going off. So
Oh shit!
hopefully it's someone that's not supposed to be there. I feel like anybody that does these types of videos, who does an essentials video, if they don't bring up a phone, then I don't trust them. Everyone has a phone.
Yeah,
It's like,
these
what do you
days
mean
everybody has an
contact
iPhone.
me? Some people come in, it's like, no, I bring my Dreamcatcher with me or something. Like, yeah, sure you do. Everyone brings a phone.
Dreamcatcher.
Everyone needs to be in contact with the world at all times. So I feel like this is like the one essential. Is this like the one thing that everybody says they bring?
Yes.
Yeah.
Obviously.
This is like the one common denominator of humanity right now. I don't know if that's a good or a bad thing. But
Yeah, it could be both.
Why wouldn't you have a phone? I need to go on socials with it. I need to check my videos. I need to contact people here, and whenever I'm traveling. If I don't have a phone, I'm lost. What else am I going to do?
Moisturizer.
This is very different. All the other ones are like nice and cool.
Fair enough,
like,
I guess.
Wow, what a cool personality he has. This is just moisturizer. This is Cetaphil Pro Oil Control Moisturizer with SPF 30 in it. Because I get an oily T-zone. You know? You're still watching, right? You're still listening?
Oh,
I
jeez.
never had like a skincare routine for my whole life, which I probably should have had. I feel like everyone should have some sort of care for their skin, because whenever people look at like Paul Rudd and they're like, why does he look like a baby still? It's probably because he uses something like this every single day. I remember watching TikToks of like, you ever seen those ones with like the dermatologists and they're talking about stuff that you should do for your skin, and there's like peptides, there's vitamin C boosters, there's retinols. And I do use all of those as well. I have like a vitamin C booster that I do in the mornings, and then I moisturize, and then at night I have a retinol night cream that I use. That's why this baby face has stayed pristine for years. The one common thing that they kept saying was that no matter where you go, you can live without that stuff, but you should always have an SPF moisturizer with you, because my skin gets really dry after a shower. And even if you don't have sunshine in your life, like England and Ireland don't have, you should always still have an SPF on you, whatever you're doing, because that's how your skin stays youthful and exuberant. And I'm here for the long haul, baby. I want to make videos in my 60s, and I'm going to still look the
jeez.
same.
You're gonna look like you're 30.
Grayer hair.
A retractable pen.
Precise V5 RT Pilot pen. Again, because I write so much all the time. This is brand new as well. This is because my other one ran out. This is one that was recommended by a friend. Again, because I have a notepad with me everywhere I go, and I want to write stuff down. I hate my own handwriting, and I
do too.
hate writing. My hand gets tired all the time. But for some reason, this pen glides like a dream, baby. A lot of people are like, what you got? You got a V8 in that bad boy? Yeah, you got a car, you got a V8 engine, twin turbos? I know, I got a precise V5, baby. This is
Oh
what's
my
taking us to the
God.
moon.
A whoop?
Can I get a whoop whoop?
What the fuck is
This
that?
is my Whoop watch, which I recently got into in the last, like...
It's a watch.
And I love it. Because I used to have a Fitbit, and I didn't really like the app, how that one works. I used to have an Apple Watch, but I hated how distracting the screen was all the time. Because I'm a monkey banging cymbals.
ADHD.
And every time something would show up, I'd be like, "What's that?" And then people I was around would be like, "Oh, you need to be somewhere." I'm like, "No, I just have.
I'm
ADHD.
distracted by my watch
look
here.
at everything that pops up." And most times it was like, "Oh, someone's at your door, giving you spam mail." But I got the Whoop watch because I watched another YouTuber podcaster named Cody Ko. He was sponsored by Whoop at one point, and he showed off some of it. And I was like, "Dude, that looks exactly like what I want." And I love it because it's all in the app, and the app is so straightforward, and it tells me how much I've slept, what my recovery's like. Can you pass me my phone?
Oh
Let's
my
see what my
god.
recovery for today is, shall we? I have 81% recovery, and I got 87% of my sleep. 7 hours and 11 minutes. And my health
A
monitor,
Whoop
I'm
watch.
all in the green, baby. My heart rate variance is at 54 milliseconds. My heart rate's at 62 BPMs right now.
That's
I thought that would be higher.
Bose
Another
sleep
thing I use
buds.
all the time is I have earphones at home that are like noise cancelling sleep earphones called the Bose Sleep Buds, because I'm
Bose.
so sensitive to noise when I sleep that I need like something going on in the background at all times, something to quell the noise. If I'm ever somewhere where there's like cars honking outside or something, I put those in, and then I play rain.
I thought that was actually outside, I
puts
swear to
me
God. I
asleep.
thought that was
And I
outside
think
my door.
I've like Pavloved my way into falling asleep quicker with them, because now I put them in and my brain hears rain and it's like, oh, it's sleepy time, let's do that. So now I actually go to sleep quicker than I ever have in my entire life because I use those. And then the world could be ending around me and I will have no idea.
No clue. So I guess that's all of them, folks.
Well, those are my essentials. Some of you might relate very heavily to them. Some of you might not. Some of you might think I'm a raving lunatic. Who cares? It's my essentials, not yours. What are yours, okay? Oh, I need my teddy, my toy. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you for having me. This has been very fun. Those are my essentials. I'm Jacksepticeye, signing off. Bye-bye.
Interesting. That's very interesting stuff right there. Like the things he has. Like obviously the more important ones obviously are obviously the inhaler, because obviously he has asthma. We all know that. But I didn't know he had like that medicine that I guess, soothes the, your throat. Especially when you're, talking a lot and stuff like that. The Bose, sleep phones to help him try to fall asleep, because he has sensitive ears when it comes to like noise in the background. He has AirPod Pro Max, the AirPod Max, headphones. He has a MacBook Air to, watch movies or just, edit or make thumbnails, etc. It's very light, obviously. He's got his iPhone. Obviously, that's everybody's. At this point, everybody has a phone. He's got, moisturizer for his face. He's got a notebook to write down ideas. He's got a pen to write those ideas on the book. And then he's got this Whoop watch that's literally just looks like a literal bracelet without anything. It's just like an actual watch, but I guess it's all in the app. Very weird. And he used to have an Apple Watch, and I guess he just found it very distracting because of his, ADHD. There is an option to, keep it off when you do the motion up. Like you can turn off notifications on your watch. You can do all those things. Like I do that. Obviously, I've had an Apple Watch, pretty much since 2015. Like I've been getting one. Like I've only gotten 2 so far. Like, the first one I had for like maybe 4 years, up until the point where, the battery just started dying very quickly. Even if I don't use anything crazy on it. But then, and then I got my Series 4, I believe, in 2019, and, I've been having that ever since. But now, like in the last, few, like, month or so, the last year or so, it's starting to wear off. The battery's starting to die faster, all that stuff. So, I feel like it's now time to get another one of those Apple Watches. And now they got these other, options, like the Apple Watch Ultra, or whatever the fuck they have. But I'm just probably gonna get like the more basic, model Apple Watch, because I don't need to get too crazy with that. small, compact, and stuff like that, you know. But whatever. It is what it is. But overall, hopefully this doesn't get claimed or anything. I feel like it will be, because it's a channel that doesn't like reaction videos for some reason. But anyways, that's really it on this reaction. I think it's pretty interesting to see that he writes ideas down, especially for games suggestions, game recommendations, and also, ideas for his, character universe, as he puts it. His, ego characters like Auntie, Chase, all the, the usual suspects that we all know. So I figured, he probably, I guessed it too. He probably writes down the ideas for his character stuff in that book. And I was right. I write it on my phone, and I put it in my notes on my phone. I write the dialogue. I write, scripts on there. So I kind of have it similar in a way, but, but I rather, I feel like I might need to start actually writing things down in an actual notebook too, those ideas, because I feel like I'll end up forgetting some of those ideas. But I don't know, I digress. But anyways, I think overall that's really it on this reaction. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, hit the like button, subscribe, share this video with your friends. Be sure to ring that bell to be part of the notification squad. Be sure to check out my Instagram because I make lots of Markiplier, Jacksepticeye, even myself. I used to act as cosplays on there, so go check it out. And be sure to check out my Tumblr and my Discord in the description as well. So until next time, JRDeal96 signing out, and I will see you guys in the next video. Peace!